Hello everyone, welcome on your YouTube channel of Lalbagh Girls Street College. This is Jyoti Singh, Class 7. I am your SST teacher. In SST book, I'll teach you History and Civics. That means your SST book comprises 3 parts, 3 subjects mainly, Geography, History and Civics. I'll teach you History and Civics parts. So today we will start with the first lesson of History, that is Medieval period. So let's start with the medieval period of the History Chapter 1.
So let's get started with the first chapter of history, the medieval period. Before go through to this chapter of the history, just see the content of this chapter, the time period of the medieval history, the major political developments in the age, importance of geographical maps and names of the places in the medieval period, names of the medieval scholars who came to India in this age, medieval documents and language used, new social, political and religious groups which arose in this period. We will talk about one by one on this point. As we know that the history of the world and India is divided into 3 broad periods. Yes, that 3 broad periods are ancient, medieval and modern. And this chapter is of medieval period. So children, today we are seeing medieval period. So the medieval period in India spans over a millennium, that is 1000 years. It was started from the 8th century Common Era to the 18th century Common Era, but in Europe, medieval period began in the 5th century of Common Era. Children, we can divide this medieval period in India into 2 major phases. That phases are early medieval period and the later medieval period. Early medieval period started from the 8th century to 13th century Common Era, whereas the later medieval period started from the 13th century Common Era to 18th century Common Era. We will see early medieval period first. So, what the early medieval period saying? The early medieval period saw political struggles among regional kingdoms of both north and south. The Rajputs in the north and the Cholas in the south were the prominent kingdoms. The distinctive cultural characteristics of the regional kingdoms spread in the new regions that came under them. Now let's see what happened in the later medieval period. Muslims conquerors from Central Asia, especially the Turks, the Afghans and the Mughals ruled India. The Khiljis, the Tughlaqs and the Mughals established mighty dynasties. Islamic customs influenced political, economic, social and cultural life in India, and a Indo-Islamic culture grew in a big way. Now let us understand what is cartography and what are cartographers. Cartography is the art or skill of drawing and making maps, and the person who makes map is referred to as a cartographer. Now let us see what is the between cartography and the medieval India. So let's say cartography or map making was unknown in ancient India. The Arabs and the Europeans who undertook long journeys over sea and land developed cartography. It was introduced to Indians by the Arabs and the Europeans.